Here's the thing. I only learned how to swim when I was 18 years old, and only because it was part of the requirements at the college I was going to. It's a great idea, right? Like, you actually had to pass swimming before you could graduate. Like, it's great because, as you know, in the townships, not a lot of pools out there, all right? I grew up in Soweto. There was like one pool, Jake, go Orlando West. So it's not something that we do every day. That's why the conception that black people can't swim, right? Maybe in about 20 years, since the new BEE, all of them have swimming pools and whatnot, we'll have a better chance. But it'll be very interesting. So after almost drowning in the pool at the age of 6, I'm not sure that many of us would take on swimming as a career. But my first guest did. Ladies and gentlemen, South Africa's swimming sensation, RYK NEETHLING. Oh, I have to move closer. Only because it works better for the camera, not because I want to touch you or anything. RYK, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Your name means rich, literally, in Afrikaans, right?
Yeah.
Is your life rich?
I must say my life has been very rich of experiences. I mean, I've been very blessed. And so, yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, I'm only 32 now, and I've had a great life so far, so I'm looking forward to the next 50 years.
Because it can only get richer, right?
It can only get, I hope so, yeah.
Now, you left Bloemfontein, could barely speak a word of English. You get stuck in Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I mean, talk about just a crazy experience. I left here, I was 18 years old. Like you said, I didn't speak a whole lot of English, and then they dropped me off. It was in August, which is in the middle of the summer there. Yep. And it's
hot, right?
It's in the desert.
Oh my God.
And they put me in this house. I'm a bit jet lagged, and I wake up at about 12, and I open the curtain, and there's one of those tumbleweeds like in the cowboy movies. And it's rolling across the street, and I'm going, oh my goodness, what did I get myself into here? And it's 45 degrees, and it's hot, and at that time, the university was closed, so the town was quite empty, and I just thought, maybe I should get back on the plane. But
How big is Tucson anyway?
It's about 1 million people.
Okay, no, that's not a small town.
But the university is the focus.
Okay.
But it was the best decision I ever made. I left here a boy, and I came back a man. And
yes, you did, baby. Okay, well, now South Africa is such a country of extremes. When we're good, we're fantastic. When we're bad, we downright stink. Anyway, that's my opinion.
Sure.
What do you love and hate about this country? Let's start with love.
Love,
yes.
It's just...
Is a man his plan to think?
I think the thing I love about this country is I feel like you really experience life. Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, just like you say, it's the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
The interactions with people from all walks of life.
Sure.
I lived in America. That's why I've got this accent. I lived in America for 12 years, and it felt like life was very predictable. It was very comfortable, but the flowers all nice, and everything just works. And it's a bit boring, actually.
Sure,
And in South Africa, you can't say that life is boring. I mean,
well, because I imagine you had a choice to stay.
Absolutely.
Or, you could live in. In fact, some people tried to buy you off us, and
That's
you
right,
said, "No, I'm keeping my South African passport." I'm like, really? I mean, was it Qatar?
It was Qatar, yes.
It was Qatar.
Yeah.
And you just thought, no, not worth it for all that.
No.
How much money did they offer you, first of all?
It was a 5-year contract, and conservatively, at that exchange rate, it would be about 50 million rand.
15 or 50?
50.
What the hell are you doing? 50 million rand?
50 million rand over 5 years.
Damn.
Yeah. But you can't put a price on passion and on...
Do you want to bet? No, I mean,
not for me. I mean,
sure.
Life for me is about passion. And at that point, I was competing, and I was training for the Olympics, and I just felt if I had another country's flag on my cap and on my tracksuit, I'd lose that 1% that made a difference.
Yes, absolutely.
And I love being back in South Africa.
It's a great place to be.
It is.
It really
place.
is, with those highs and lows. Now, you do a whole bunch of endorsements as well, right? One of them for a jewelry line. Don't you get tired of being used like a piece of meat?
I don't know how often I'm used as a piece of meat, but yeah, I mean, you have to be careful. You know, my association with Jenna Clifford has evolved from just a brand ambassador to a joint venture. We've got the Dream Big project that we have, and we actually giving a lot of money to to charities. We paid for a boy's heart transplant, well, not a heart transplant, but he had a heart operation,
right.
And we paid for the whole operation. So there's a lot of good that goes into it, and it served its purpose. The pictures and people also have to understand that I'm a swimmer. Yeah, I've been walking around in a Speedo for 25 years, so it's natural for me.
Feel free at any point during this interview. No, but I mean, tell me more about Dream Big, because it's quite an important organization.
Yeah, it's my whole thing is that you can have success on the football pitch, in the swimming pool. The thing that really matters, and that's so great about South Africa, is that anybody can make a difference. And
sure.
I want to make a significant difference. And the Dream Big project that I started with Jenna was something that I feel can have a lasting impact. The beneficiaries, it's the Walter Sisulu Pediatric and Cardiac Center for Africa. Mm-hmm. It's a mouthful. Mm-hmm. And the Tomorrow Trust. So we're giving back, and I think it's great. And hopefully people will remember me one day for the Dream Big initiative, and sure. Not for those pictures.
I'd fat chance there. Well, not for me anyway.